Hey guys, this is the one, the only Kaox Reaper, and I'm back again. Unfortunately, I'm not here for the hot topic. Well, I am here to tell you like I see it about the hot topic. I'm not in the discussion. This is just a recording. This week has been pretty wild. We just moved, and currently right now I'm actually driving back home, which is 3.5 hours away. I'm like 2 hours away right now. So, hot topic is the backlog season. The backlog, that ghost that it's forever haunting me every time I look at what games I own. All right, you got Red Dead Redemption 2, which is still sitting at 54% completion. All right, I gotta finish Resident Evil 2, which I've only played on the few streams I've made, so I really need to finish that. I did finish the base game for Spider-Man, which is the only game I platinum. I haven't played the DLCs, which I really do want. I really do want to play it. So that's there on my backlog as well. All right, so I also have to start and finish God of War, which I know it is a sin that I haven't played this game yet. I do own it. Well, I got it as a Christmas present for my wife, so she owns it, so we own it, so I own it. So I do own it. I just gotta sit down and play it. Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, another one that I at least I have started this one, but I'm still in the beginning of the game. I've been grinding out levels and it's not souls, but whatever the hell it's called, before I really sit down and continue these games. But as I've said before, I've been caught up in so many multiplayer games, especially with the expansion of Final Fantasy XIV dropping recently. 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. I've been really caught up with that, and Apex Season 2 just started as well. Oh, I gotta take a break out of all those multiplayer games and just sit down and enjoy my single player ones. So that's it for me this week, guys. Hopefully next week I'll be with you in our virtual table once more, talking about our next hot topic. So I'll see you guys next week. GG!
But you know, body.
What's up, everyone? This is Arnaldo, a.k.a. Mad Dog, and this is the real episode 168 of GG's Mouthful Podcast.
Oh, yeah, ¿para qué? I already did it. I shot my load too early. I'm sorry. I was under a lot of pressure. It's never happened before.
A common problem within middle-aged men.
Okay, hold on.
Can I get a GG, sir?
I'm revitalized again. All right,
Smoke
ready?
a cigarette and go.
Exactly. And a 1 and a 2 and a 3. GG! Woo!
There it is. Thank you so much, sir. That voice,
Friday.
of course, is Mr. David Santos, a.k.a. Dream Twister. He is excited for some Friday.
I'm excited for some Friday, yes. God bless America. We did it. We
Friday
did. Oh, my God. This week was insane.
It has been quite the work week, guys. It's like whatever time off we got during the July 4th week, we had to make up for this weekend and more. And more on top
with
of that.
vengeance.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you want to be off? Here's some more work.
The work just piles up and piles up every day.
It does.
But it's Friday.
It is Friday, sir, and we are enjoying a nice little cocktail here of Absolute Citron with a little bit of natural lemonade. Right?
Yeah, we're calling the Lemontron. That's what we're calling it.
Sure, why not?
It kicked. It has a kick.
Well, it happens when you try to inhale it by accident. Oh, man. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. If this is your first time, as always, go to goodgame.tech, join the conversation there, and then, of course, please like, subscribe, and share the podcast with everyone. What we normally do, guys, is first we go into what we've been up to.
2,
move on to some various news items.
And 3!
And then finish with our hot topic of the week. This week's hot topic. It is backlog season, guys.
Yes. Version 3.0 or 2.0.
Rabbit season, duck season. Nope. It is backlog season. It is this time of year where there really isn't much coming out. Nothing major. Games are coming out. You know
of
what I mean?
course. Every week we have something, but this is the time that you should take advantage of the lull and go back and play the game that you have already spent money on.
Correct.
Thanks to Steam sales
or Flash sales,
on PSN.
Yep.
You know, or an Xbox on the gold, play with gold.
Whatever sales they have, whatever they call them.
You owe it to yourself to go back because there are some gems.
There are some gems. Yeah, there are definitely some gems.
There are some games that I'm like, oh yeah, I should be playing that. That's awesome. But a little later, because now,
because in the middle
I'm in the middle of Judgment.
Game A. I have started my backlog, and I'll get into that in a little second. But yes, we welcome anyone who wants to share that in the comments. What you plan to do during your backlog season? What do you plan to tackle? What are you going back to? It can be something you've never even started, or it could be something you started and said, damn, I really should go back to finish that.
Yeah.
Because this is the time to do it.
Dude, you're at the last level of Wolfenstein 2.
I really should, because it only takes like probably 5 minutes.
Yeah, you can probably see credits and forget why the things that are happening are happening.
I think I might do that.
There you go.
Very long,
you know what? Start from the beginning. You need to.
That's probably what I'll do. That's more likely what I'll do. Because that's just the ABCs of me, guys.
Yeah. Dude, I'm excited. There is a Wolfenstein coming around the corner in July 25th, I believe.
So it's kind of on my radar, but yes. Yeah. Do you think that's a major Wolfenstein?
I think it is. I think it wasn't meant to be, but they kept going at it. They kept adding stuff, and now I think this is. Okay. So they don't want to call it. They don't want to have the one. The one that completes the trilogy yet. So, but they're gonna have this offshoot that is gonna remind you of, this is why I like Wolfenstein.
Yeah, because they did the Old Blood, which was sort of a small little title that came, or a complementary title to the New Order.
That's true, because it almost was meant to be like, it felt like DLC, but actually I should take it back. It felt like it was going to be DLC, but it was kind of meaty and it had a good campaign, and in itself, it just became its own thing.
It did, because you didn't need to own the first one to play it. So that's very smart. So that's what they're doing here. I think we can agree that that's what. Yeah. And this one looks like this is a much more ambitious, a little more ambitious of a, we'll call it a spin-off or something like that, which is interesting. I'm interested to see how they follow up after this, because this one takes place in the 80s. Are we going back? Are we telling what happened to Blazkowicz?
Yeah.
Or were we moving on? You know what I mean? Bring on the 90s.
So I think, bring up the 90s.
I want to hear some, Bow Wow.
No, would you imagine the Nazi version of Friends?
Of Friends?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. They totally do it.
I'm sure. I believe it.
I'm a sucker for alternate reality stuff, so that's why.
That'd be great.
Like the previous ones had like the German versions of like Beatles songs and stuff like that, and I like finding those.
We'll call them Easter eggs. They're Easter eggs in the thing. That's pretty cool.
It was really cool.
All right, guys. So I'm going to start with what we have been up to. Mr. Santos.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Okay.
What in the world has Mr. Santos been doing?
Short and sweet. It has been a crazy, hectic week, but I have had an opportunity to, try at least a single game. Okay. At least a single game. Because I've been playing
Judgment.
Judgment.
Yeah.
And I'm still liking that, but the more I play, the more I realize, this is fine, but I don't feel like it's the quality of the Yakuza, at least story wise.
Okay.
Then again, I probably haven't gone that far, even though I put over 15 hours on it.
Oh, well, then you should be far enough to have a good story.
To have something. Well, I kind of like do other stuff, all side stories and stuff.
Okay. So you're just wasting time.
No. It's not a game that you want to like book it. I guess you could.
You can buy Virtual Fighter 5 and not have to play it in this game. So I'm just saying, it is available outside of this game.
It's so fun, though. No. Says the person that spent so much time playing Gwent.
Sir, Gwen is life. There's a difference there. I'm just saying.
Witcher 3.
Yes.
Oh, my God. No, so I actually tried a new game that I was very happy with, to try at the end. And we have heard about this game on the news. Mm-hmm. Apparently, they were involved in some trademark issues with a certain metal band from back in the days.
Ah, yes. Okay.
You know which one I'm talking about. So Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden, yep.
Well, the game is Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden, and they were in a thing with Iron Maiden, which at first, like, I was like, oh, come on, this is ridiculous. Why would Iron Maiden be like, come on, guys, you're going to get all corporate with your shit. But the more I say the name, the more I realize, like, I can see it.
I can see how it is, yeah.
Iron Maiden.
Does it by chance include their music?
You know what? No. Unfortunately. Iron Maiden actually made a song for Gears of War. I want to say it was Gears of War 3. Mm-hmm. And Cliff Blasinski was at the helm back in the day, and they never used it.
Oh, really?
They say, oh, yeah, they did. They did a song for us, and I have it and everything. It's about Gears of War. Actually, it is called Gears of War.
Oh, yeah.
But they never used it.
What a coincidence.
I'm like, you could have used it at least at the credit.
Yeah, at some point.
You
paid for it. You had to have paid for the licensing, so you might as well.
No, I heard from I don't know what it was, but I think the Iron Maiden just decided to make a song and just present it. Something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was not asked by...
So they were fans, basically, of the game. Yeah, okay.
So anyway, what is Iron Maiden? Well,
it is a
not Iron Maiden.
device.
Sorry. What is Iron Maiden? Well, nothing really. Iron Maiden is no more. It is now called Iron Fury. Oh. They changed the name. They settled. They decided to change the name. So that's fine. That's when it piqued my interest because I went to see, like, okay, I need to see what this game is all about because I've heard about it.
I hope it's worth all this trouble.
Oh, totally, yeah. I saw. Oh, dude, it's so totally.
It is okay.
Well, it depends. I don't know if it'll speak to you, but it definitely spoke to me.
So first off, give me the spelling of this name.
Oh, Ion.
Ion.
Yeah,
and then Fury.
And then Fury. Yeah. Okay. Now it's Fury. Yeah. If you go to YouTube, you have better luck finding under Iron Maiden and Iron Fury to get some gameplay. That's because I needed to see what this was about, and then I saw the reviews on the. It's an early access for as another thing. Game's official release is gonna be August. I want to say it's 25th.
Okay.
And right now it retails for $20.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. It's doable.
So yeah, totally. And the game is made by 3D Realms of Duke Nukem 3D. The
good ones. Okay.
Yeah, the good one. The good
3D
one
Realms. Okay. Yeah.
And to say when you look at the graphics, it looks kind of exactly like this type of game. Is that they used to call it the build engine? Yeah, you look at it like you're watching now a video of it, and is that really old school Duke Nukem 3D like graphics, super fast paced first person shooter, action game. You don't walk in this thing; you book it through everything. Through the levels,
like the old ones.
Like the old ones. Exactly. And dude, it's fantastic.
Yeah,
I saw the user reviews on Steam, and it was like overwhelmingly positive. And I'm like, okay, I need to try this out. It does look interesting. It looks like because obviously because of the retro look.
Yeah,
I really like Duke Nukem 3D when it came out. Originally. So this is that same vibe, bro. Maybe not in the sense of like the dirty jokes and
the unnecessary,
the unnecessary smut. But she'll be because you play a female. Oh, I forgot what's her name. It's like Colonel something.
Colonel Sanders. Okay.
No, what's her name? Like something bombshell. Something.
Shelly Bombshell Harrison.
There you go. Yeah. It could not be more 80s.
Yeah, that is definitely
an 80s
of its
action
time
game.
there,
Yeah. Dude, the music is fantastic.
Okay.
It has that 80s, like almost synthy in a way.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not yet because I know what you're thinking.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't go that far. I think it's trying to mimic like how music, how that sound chip sounded in the day.
Yeah.
But with a little bit more layers. So it's really cool. It loops a lot because it's meant to be like those type of games where were back in the day. And it has. Let me put it this way: it has wanted me to wish there was a properly remastered Duke Nukem 3D to play through Duke Nukem 3D again. Because the first time I played Duke Nukem 3D, first of all, I hated the idea of playing with keyboard and mouse. Back in the that should tell you how long ago was that. I was
shit.
In my youthful ignorance.
Jason, I hope you heard that. Is all I gotta say. I'm excuse me for a second here, sir. I am going to need a Jason meme on this. Okay, I am personally asking. Take your time because I know Jason is a busy man nowadays. But take your time. Give me a good meme with David regarding hating keyboard mouse. Yeah.
I declare my undying love. I converted.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. But there was a time.
There was a time. Okay, there was a time where I just did not.
There was a time that you had sense, is what I'm hearing.
No. There was a time that I was blind and then I saw the light and I was saved. No, so remember. Before that, my experience was Commodore 64 when I was playing with a little Atari joystick in most of the games. And before that, and of course, NES and Sega Master System and all that. So the idea of playing with keyboard and mouse was alien, to me.
It is.
So it was. Until I found out how awesome it is. Anyway, which is hence the reason I want to go back. The first time I played that with I want to say it was a GraviPad gamepad that was for PC.
Okay.
Dude, it was not well designed.
Horrible.
It was it's a gamepad for PC back in the day.
I remember that I do remember about because I didn't have PC, but I knew a lot of people who had PC games, and they're like, "Man, this thing sucks."
This doesn't look like I know you're trying to be like a Nintendo, like a Super Nintendo gamepad, but you're not even close.
You're not doing it.
Yeah. On top of that, it had the crosshair, but for some reason, it had like a little knobby thing where you could put like on top. You could screw in a little joystick. Dude, it was the dumbest
Fun
idea.
fact: I don't know if you know this, but. Not to sidetrack you or anything like that, but Nintendo actually patented their D-pad.
The D-pad.
So that's why their D-pad that's why no one can actually the question is why can anybody else just do the same D-pad?
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
They cannot because they don't own the rights to. So they have to invent something else, which is why everybody's fails miserably because these guys basically. For the most part,
let's create a concave button.
Mastered it at that time. You know what I mean? So
the most failed version of it, I have to say today, has to be the Xbox 360 controller.
Yes, I concur.
It was like that controller was great. It felt perfect in your hands until they touched that D-pad, and you were like, "Ew, what is
wrong with this
bullshit?" It's like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, it was really bad.
Ew. I know they were trying to go for the smooth curve feel.
Yeah.
Like you put your finger on it and you're like, oh, okay, this feels comfortable, and then you move it and you're like, oh, no.
It's like it doesn't know what I want, does it?
No, it doesn't even approximate. And then they'll try to fix it with one that ended up costing more money, actually. Anyway, so Iron Fury.
Yeah.
A game that I would highly, highly recommend. I'm happy to say it is coming to consoles. I don't know the exact day. I'm going to find out. But by the end of the podcast, maybe after the first break, I will let you know. Because if you like, especially those type of first-person shooters, and you're into like really old school, and I know you don't care, but this game does support like the whole gamut of resolutions.
Because it definitely needs
no. You know what? It's funny because it does bring a lot. It does bring a lot to on the graphic side. Not as looking beautiful. It's meant to look the way it's meant to look. But I definitely saw some slowdowns here and there.
Oh, wow.
You know, but then again, it's fair.
It is early access.
It is still early access. Yeah. And I believe it has like 4 campaigns or 4. I guess it's stages. You complete them. It's like chapters basically. And the first one was long enough, and I can expect the other ones to be even longer.
Yeah,
the stages are huge. And the weapons are they're fun. They're of course typical first person shooter weapons. That
shotgun.
I haven't found anything rifle. That is like completely like way out there. No, there's no chainsaw. Yeah, that I found. Yeah. I don't know. If I had to, I played that first section and I didn't see enough weapons. Like your weapon that you start with is almost kind of like OP.
Oh,
because it's a revolver where you shoot normal, and then the alternate version is almost like setting up a Deadeye, where you just paint the character you want to kill, and he goes clang 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 clang, with the revolver and just kill them all.
Nice.
Which is like, okay, there's no reason to use anything else. I can just use this and murder fools, except that maybe my bullets will run out faster or something.
Yeah.
But still, like, really, really super fun. Highly recommended. Iron Fury. If you get the chance, at least watch some trailer and see if it's your cup of tea. If you like, let's put it this way: if you enjoy games, if you enjoyed Duke Nukem 3D, and I know there's some other one. I'm blanking out right now because they were built on other engines, like Hexic. I'm thinking, but Hexic was built on the Doom engine, which, if I remember correctly, you can look up or down. It was just
correct. It's
like
just
Doom.
Forward.
Yeah. But with this one, you have like
full motion.
Yeah. So yeah, man, put it on your radar.
Oh, it's on.
Check it out.
It's on there now.
Check it out. But
adding to the backlog. No.
Add to the backlog. I know. Put it on the list of games you're gonna say like, yeah, I'm gonna try, and then you never, you never try. Yeah, someday I will play
Witcher 3?
Stardew Valley.
Oh, Stardew Valley, yes.
Yeah.
Dude, what is wrong with you?
I know, what is wrong with me? I know. I keep forgetting that I own it. That's what it is. Every time I see it, it's like,
a reminder.
Awesome.
Oh, wait, those reminders don't do anything. Never mind.
Anyway, that's really all that I've actually done.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to start with the gaming aspect here. First off, I played a little bit more of the Borderlands 2. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I got to like level 15 and it just started feeling a bit repetitive. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I get it. It is what it is as far as that game goes. But I was just like, you know what? I'm done. Yeah. One of the missions, which was a whole new mission, took me through the same area I went through before not too long ago. So I'm like, so all the people are just still here? Like, I thought I killed everybody. What was the deal here?
Now,
So I was like, all right, whatever. And I started going through it, and I just at some point I was like, you know what? I can already feel like, I'm not going to finish this. So as I was like, all right, let me just make the space.
Let me just bail early. At least I can say, hey.
Yeah, I tried Borderlands 2, and I found it enjoyable for the time that I had it.
Dude, it was actually it was a great story. At the end of the day, I was like very satisfied with it.
Yeah. I don't know.
But you saw the joke, that stupid shit that they were going for.
Yeah.
Like the double rainbow and stuff like that. Did you ever get to the double rainbow?
I don't think so. I don't think it was,
Dude, there's an area where you it's part of the scenery also. You just so happen to be in that area, and then you see that double rainbow, and freaking Claptrap will start doing the same. What does it mean?
Wow.
It's so beautiful. It's so stupid.
Oh my god!
And then it has a lot, dude. They have a lot of cool Easter eggs. The problem is they're easily missable because if you don't know, like it had a Dark Knight back, from a Dark Knight Easter egg also. Mm-hmm. Also, other areas, I forgot exactly what that happened over there, but you're basically fighting the what's supposed to be Batman, but they call it something else, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I will have to look it up on YouTube.
Yeah, check him out on YouTube.
And check it out because I was
Double rainbow.
I was done. But I did start something, and I don't know I don't know how you feel about this, but I ended up playing GTA 5.
Yes! Yes!
So I ended up playing GTA 5, and yeah.
And then you're like, and I'm done.
And yeah, fuck that game.
What? No,
yeah.
why?
So, okay. So I'm still playing it. I'm not just going to give up.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. I played about, I want to say probably about between 2 or 3 hours, right?
Okay. Early.
So
it's a Rockstar game. Come on, man.
It's a Rockstar game.
Yeah.
Well, first off, I asked this of you guys, and it's clear you guys just don't remember. And and I had a feeling because what I said, I was like, so I have a problem with Red Dead, which was the shooting aspect. And everybody kept saying, don't worry, that's not how it is in GTA 5. And yes, it is.
Exactly.
Okay, it's exactly the same.
Yeah, but if we told you that, you were not going to go for it. So. It kind of like, sorry guys, he found us out already. So he obviously played it.
I swear to God, you, Joey, everybody was just insane. I was like, are you seriously? Okay, I'm like, either you're lying to me or it's been a while. You know what I mean? It's like it's been so long since you played it, and so I'm sitting there going, oh, and I'm feeling, this is all right. Let me just get going. I'm right now. I don't even know their names, but
there's Trevor.
Not Trevor. Not Michael.
Michael.
I don't really
the black
know.
dude. What's his name?
Yeah, I don't remember his name.
Oh my God! How can it? CJ. No, it's not CJ.
No, that's from
from Grand Theft Auto 2. Damn, what are the
2?
Grand Theft Auto 3 was it? Maybe.
No, San Andreas wasn't he?
San Andreas. Sorry, they didn't have. What the hell is that? Okay, anyway. All right. GTA.
Anyway, while you're looking that up, I started playing his thing, and this is the same problem I had with Red Dead, which what's the cast? We have it. Oh, gee, you're on IMDb.
I went to IMDb for it. Yeah. Shit. Just tell me the character. I don't want to know the actors.
Anyway, so I'm playing it, and it's a lot of fetch quests all over again. And I'm like, oh, this is... And then the driving. Don't get me started on the stupid freaking driving.
What's wrong with the driving?
You know what? Maybe
it feels like driving.
Maybe it's just me. Maybe I don't get driving in games. I'm not a big driving game anyway. Franklin. Yeah.
There you go. Frank. Yes.
So I'm playing a lot of his stuff. It's still early.
Yeah.
But it's not clicking just yet. You know what I mean? It's not clicking just yet.
You need to continue.
I'm going to continue. It is what it is. I haven't played. This is backlog season. Perfect time for me.
This is a perfect time to be playing this
exactly.
game.
So I'm going to continue playing. But let me just say, early impressions early on were interesting. But the controls, it's something about the controls. It's just like, why is it? And I get it.
But that's Rockstar, though.
Yeah, I know. But the deal is, we've played other open world games that get this right. Mm-hmm. Why is it this feels stiff? You know what I mean? And that's the same problem I had with Red Dead Redemption. I haven't played GTA 5, so I just assume, that was a choice for Red Dead Redemption, right? Everybody kept saying, there's a choice for them to take, a full 2 minutes for you to skin something, and you can't skip it. You have to watch it every time.
Yeah, you notice that there's no frame skip between. If he needs to run, he needs to gain the momentum to run. Yeah. If he needs to swing, he gains the momentum to swing.
Correct, which is very realistic. Don't get me wrong, but man, it just feels. I don't know, dude.
You can go in first person. You can go in first person and see the detail of everything.
I did do a little bit of the first person.
But don't play like that, though.
No, I was just trying it out.
Yeah.
Because it kept freaking telling me, hey, you can do this on first person. I know. Then it said it again. It's like, I know.
I get it.
And I was like, fine. I guess you need me to try it, and maybe you'll stop telling me, So overall, graphically, it looks nice for what it is. It is a port from the PlayStation 3 version. But overall, it still does look pretty decent. Acting is fairly good, although, of course, maybe to me a little exaggerated, but I mean it could be just the way the characters are.
That's GTA though.
It could be that too.
Caricature version.
Yeah, it could be that too.
Yeah. On that, I would say this is not like Red Dead. Red Dead goes to the release to release. This one is very it's meant to be exaggerated.
It's meant to be like you said, caricature.
Caricature. Yeah.
So
go home, watch a couple of the TV, watch TV actually. Even though it sounds stupid to do, some of the programming is hilarious.
I know.
It's full.
And I saw it, and I was like, "This." I know this is what he was referring to. I was like, "No, I'm not going to spend time."
Oh, come on! It's fun. It's funny.
Let me tell you. Anyway,
dude, is that Rockstar level of detail? Of detail.
The little things, the little things that make the world vibrant. Yeah. And I get that.
Also, Trevor is fucking hilarious.
That's the part I'm waiting for. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, let me get to the part where I'm with him more often and see, because everybody is like, oh, dude, he's hysterical. You just say he's hilarious. You know, it's like, okay. But so far,
it's funny because at the end, like, I think if anything, my least favorite character probably Franklin, and it's not because of anything bad. Like I definitely enjoy his missions and his stuff. He seems more level-headed than the other two.
I was going to say, he's the one who doesn't really want to do this stuff. He's like, I just want to get out of this. So I'm like,
And then
he's probably the one I can relate to the most. You know what I mean?
Actually, yeah, right?
Yeah.
And Trevor was just so out there and so crazy that he's like, okay, this is like the crazy guy from the, any Tarantino movie, basically.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, he just goes out there, he's berserk. I really fucking like Michael.
Okay.
Because especially the his life, it's like he's so miserable because of his family, and that is so comical in a way. He just want to get out. Like you can tell, like he's done with the life. He just want to have a normal life, and his family is so fucking dysfunctional.
I wonder why that is.
Yeah.
I wonder why that is.
It gets crazy.
Yeah. So I started playing that, and I will continue. And obviously, I'll continue. I'm not going to give a 30-hour game 3 hours. Yeah. I have to give a little more time to that. So yeah, the other game that I played, I literally started playing yesterday when I knew about it, and I kept forgetting to to download it. And that, my friend, is Dr. Mario.
Oh God,
World.
No!
Yes,
like that.
Dr. Mario World on iOS and Android, guys.
God.
Free to play Dr. Mario.
And therein lies the problem.
And therein lies the issue. I started playing. You know what? I got my wife to start playing it.
Oh, yeah?
And she started playing. She was like, why the hell you introduced me to this shit?
I probably, my wife would probably like it.
Of course. So how does it work, right? If you played any of Dr. Mario, the difference here is it's not... The pills aren't being dropped down from the top onto the germs. For whatever reason, it's being floated up to them. So they're in a container that has liquid, and you pick the pill and you steady it up and let it float up to them, right?
Okay.
And so you obviously it's a match 3, right? 3 reds will take out.
So
whatever.
They're coming from the bottom up.
You're putting it from the bottom up. For whatever reason, that's the route they went. And there's power ups and little things you can do. You also can switch characters. You have 3 doctors now instead of just Dr. Mario. You have Dr. Mario, Dr. Bowser, and yeah. Damn, why are they this?
Bowser.
Yeah, Dr. Bowser, and then Dr. Peach.
The hell?
Yeah. What? Why not Luigi? Are you saying that he's not good enough to be a doctor?
He could be a doctor. Let me tell you.
He's only good enough to work a blue-collar job to go hunt a ghost down in Luigi's
He's a Ghostbuster.
Mansion. Yeah.
He's a Ghostbuster.
That's
and you all know that to be a Ghostbuster, you need to have a PhD.
You're right. They're scientists.
So, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Except for Winston.
Yes.
But
still, yeah.
I agree.
Exactly.
Yeah. So then he's Winston, is what we're hearing. Luigi is Winston.
Luigi is DLC. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh God, yeah. So of course I switched away and I went with Bowser. I'm like, I'll just play it.
Yeah.
And of course each of them have their own little special move.
I was gonna ask you that.
They have their special move. And basically what it is like you'll like with Bowser, for instance, if you get the bar all the way up, and you activate it. It'll clear the 2 top rows or whatever it is. He'll just he'll scream and then fire just takes off. So Mario only does 1, and then Peach, instead of doing the row from left to right, it's like the column from up down. You know what I mean? And so anyway, that's essentially it.
How can you monetize that though?
Oh, I will tell you right now, my friend. Because when I first noticed the game at the very top left had hearts, right? And the hearts had a little infinite sign. And I'm going, why would it tell me that I have infinite hearts if there wouldn't be a point where I wouldn't have infinite hearts? You know,
they're infinite.
Exactly. So basically, that's what it is. It's one of those games where you have a certain amount of turns. If you can complete the level and not die but not lose, then you just keep going. But if you don't, then you use a heart, and every heart takes a half an hour to come back. You know what I mean? So it's one of those what has been called pay to wait. Pay to wait. Yeah. And so that's the type of game it is. And it's the game itself is about, and the first probably good 20 to 25 times that you're playing. I played a good probably 2 hours of this as well. First
2 hours on Dr. Mario.
Yeah, because
you
it's
must
fun.
really like it.
It is Dr. Mario. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of not even
puzzle
Tetris.
games.
Yeah, no.
What is wrong with you?
They don't have story.
It's not about story.
I don't want to play it then. I need a good story. He's not saying.
When your hearts are full, you have 5. And then that's basically 5 chances. Of course, there are diamonds you can buy. Diamonds allow you to get used by power-ups. How do you get diamonds?
So now you get to pay to win.
Yeah. You get power. Well, I mean, sort of, because it can help, but it can also backfire. And then, of course, I'm collecting coins, and you can use coins for certain things, not for diamonds, of course, because that's their monetization.
Money,
exactly.
That's their money.
And then if there is a versus mode, which I have not tried yet, I'm going to try with my wife. These are the characters. I'm just showing you. Of course, you have a bunch of assistants and blah 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 blah. Okay. The gameplay, like I said, is it's Dr. Mario. Now you have different strategies. It's not like the old Dr. Mario where the harder it got, it was just more germs, right? Here, it's the germs are hidden behind bricks, or they're frozen. So you'll have to hit them twice because the first one unfreezes them, and then the second time it comes out. Okay. And then you have other stuff like that. So it is interesting, and I enjoy it. But the monetization that is clearly there is one of those things that always get me to go.
That's the part where
I
feel like Nintendo tried to do no, we're not gonna do free to play stuff. We're just here's the game, pay us $10. Remember Mario?
Super Mario Run. Mm-hmm.
There you go. And evidently that didn't went well for them, or at least not to their expectations.
Not to their expectations, yeah.
So it's not surprising to see them now going the more traditional free to play
The problem with
route.
the mobile market is the problem the mobile market has. It's the race to the bottom, right?
Yeah.
The free-to-play games is what everyone wants. Everyone wants to play everything, and everything's free. Basically, almost everything's free to play.
Yeah.
So it's difficult for those games that come out to charge. And $10 for a mobile game is a larger amount than most. You know what I mean?
Tell it to Square Enix.
Well,
charging
I know
$20, $30,
it's ridiculous.
$40 for a mobile game.
Yeah. And then they're wondering, it's not living up to, dude. It's a freaking mobile game. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So that's that same mindset we have right now is like, well, yeah, like I paid $2-3 easily for a couple of those games that are just play it once and you're done. Yeah. But I loved it. You know what I mean? That's fine. But here, it's I haven't paid anything, and I don't plan to either. But it's interesting, especially when they said that they were looking into microtransactions and making sure that Nintendo has said that they're making sure that they are not predatory in any way. And this technically isn't predatory. You could just wait.
No,
and
the
you're
way
fine.
you make it sound is it doesn't sound crazy. I mean, it's still monetization. It's still free to play. It still sucks. I'm not gonna give it a slide just because of Nintendo. But it doesn't sound like EA levels of predatory monetization.
Yep.
At least you do get to play, and the way that's pretty common. My wife is playing a game right now where she plays that game every night, and she plays until she runs out of hearts, basically.
Yep.
And she will just wait.
Yep.
And sometimes that's good because that will be enough time for you to go and play something else,
do something else. Yeah.
Or do something else. Exactly. I still believe that if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna give me a free to play, I'm not saying free to play sucks in general because there's some amazing free to play games. Yeah. Obviously, we know, but just give me something that I don't have to worry about playing with my wallet, getting more powerful with my wallet. Like I don't want that. I don't want the pay to win. I want if you want to do skins, if you want to sell cosmetics, I'm completely fine with that. Like even a game like let's say for example, Luminous. Actually, I think Luminous there is a mobile version. I could be wrong. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure there is. But just monetize it by charging for the different levels and skins and stuff like that.
Or music.
I'll be okay. Oh, music. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll be okay with that.
That'd be perfect. That actually would make sense.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
New levels, new music.
Yeah.
Okay, here you go.
Yeah. I don't want power-ups. I don't want consumable. And the worst thing you could do is charge me for consumable items.
Those are what these are.
Fuck that. No.
Yeah, you would pay for and you got to get the diamonds, and the diamonds you can pay to get certain power-ups, and once you use them, they're gone. You have to get more. Basically.
Well, that goes against the fundamental opposition of what diamonds do, because diamonds are forever.
Okay.
Diamonds are forever. What's that?
Forever.
That's a James Bond's.
That's a movie.
That's a movie.
Yeah.
Diamonds are forever.
Diamonds are forever.
Yeah. Favorite James Bond.
Like the James Bond himself or the movie?
Any movie.
Oh, dude, Skyfall, easily.
Really?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Damn.
Easily.
Wow. Okay. All right. I mean, Skyfall was great, but I'm talking about all the James Bond movies.
I know what you're talking about.
You mentioned
Skyfall. Yep.
Really? Okay.
Because it's what the series has been leading to. All this time, it's like this is the perfect. Oh, dude, so good. I gotta watch that shit again. Yeah.
That'll be.
What is yours?
A View to a Kill.
A View to with Timothy Dalton.
Yes. Timothy Dalton.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. He was a good one, but he was always one that got hurt. Like he was he was always bloodied by the end. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And he still had his.
More realistic. You would expect him to.
True. Yeah. I mean,
at least he's not defibrillating himself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's real.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god. So yeah, that's what I've been playing. What I've watched, I finally watched all of season 3 of the Stranger Things.
Oh,
and
talk to me.
Freaking love that show.
Really?
Dude. Let me tell you, the I won't spoil anything here, guys, if you haven't seen it. Although according to Netflix, everyone's seen it, or has at least started it.
Hey, I haven't seen it. That's not surprised.
Not surprised. According to your Netflix account, though, you have.
Well, that'll be really
because your wife started.
Oh, because my wife started. Yeah.
So anyway, it is great. It is a lot of the same. I'm not gonna lie. Yep. But it is, and there is moments where I felt that maybe I don't want to say it was getting too comedic, but I was like, there's some characters who felt a little more serious at the beginning. You know what I mean? Mm. But that can also be explained that in season 1, a lot of these characters were in dark places. So it's like, okay, I can understand why they were like that. And here, they're a little bit more lighthearted because they've moved on and things have gotten better. So you can't explain that. Sure. I guess it felt weird. Oh. That said, I still think this season is better than season 2. Maybe not better than season 1. Maybe only season 1 because season 1 feels the original. Yeah, it's original.
That's the mystery. That's like, okay, what's going on?
Correct.
I was going to ask you. So I haven't seen I've only seen season 1, and probably not the completion. And it feels like now, like the secret's out. Like we already know. You see the monsters. You see.
No,
things.
That's the thing. It's not out. It's not out. So if you look at the events of season 1. Okay, 1. The spoilers here for season 1. The end of season 1. The creature itself and the world was the issue, and we were looking for Will. Right. That was the whole thing. We find Will. The creature gets destroyed by Elle. Elle ends up going into the upside down, and everybody who has access to go to the upside down has been eliminated or moved away or whatever. So because of that, it's like, okay, so clearly, and this happened in this little town, Hawkins, Indiana, right? So only the law enforcement of the area knew. Clearly, they're not going to say anything. It didn't get out. The government knew about it, but they were keeping it under wraps, right? So they knew the detective or the sheriff, and they were kids like, no, make sure this doesn't get out. 2 expands on this a little bit. Now there's this organization that's not too far from Hawkins. It's there because it's whatever. Spoilers on season 2. Slight spoilers. It gets a little bigger, but nothing actually happens outside of to these people and that secret organization that is trying to open the door again. You know what I mean? So all those people either are part of that government party or already keeping it a secret. You know what I mean? So why would they spread it? You know what I mean? And if they do, sure, everybody has crazy theories about stuff. They can be just written off and go, whatever, that dude's a nutcase. You know what I mean? So in this one, now it's getting a little bit more global, if you will. There are more like parties involved. And by the end, it feels like it may even go further than that. Wow. So which makes sense. You know what I'm saying? When you look at the gradual escalation of it, it just makes sense. You know what I mean? I really did dig it though. I really liked all the characters. Steve was hilarious. The new character Robin was great. And I liked their little like
banter.
Between them, and seeing Elle grow up. Now there is a meme out there which is hilarious because it's so funny. If you ever seen the '70s show, right? Yes. There is this still image of Eric Foreman wearing a wizard hat and then like this wizard cape, and he's sitting down in the basement like they're normally sitting down, and then two couples are next to him and they're just sitting there making out, and he's just staring, right? And then of course the meme goes, season 3 of Stranger Things pretty much in a nutshell, you know. And that's exactly what's happening because of course Elle and what's his name, I can't remember his name, Mike, are a boyfriend and girlfriend, and they're just making out all over the place. And then it's all this thing. And of course you have Will from the first one, and he was also a troubled person in the second one. He just wants to be a kid, so he wants to go back playing Dungeons and Dragons. They're like, whatever, dude, we got problems here, you know what I mean? We got girl problems, you know, and it's hysterical, and that's basically a lot of the season.
That's really cool.
It's really good, and it's lighthearted. I love that. You know, I think that's the magic of the show, and I think that's why I keep I think I had said it last week. I was like, you know what, I want to see it, but for some reason I suddenly don't have the feeling to see it.
Impulse,
Dude, 2 episodes in, we burned through it. It's like, nope, awesome. We need to, because it was like, yes, it just ignited that feeling again. And they have that magic there. And I completely trust them when they go on. The special effects, you can clearly see that Netflix put way more money into this season, because some of these creatures are like, whoa, this is close to cinematic, creatures. Yeah. And there is some disgusting moments and stuff like that. And there's loss. This is what I love about it. This just because it can be lighthearted doesn't mean things don't happen and go wrong. You know what I mean? Yeah. I definitely recommend it, especially if you've seen all the other ones. And if you have, you've probably already seen it anyway.
You know what I mean? I'm going to have to get into my wagon then at some point.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. I'll put it on my list.
If you say so, sir.
I'll put it on my list.
The non-existent list, yes. The last thing I saw, and I'll just wrap it up with this, and that is the most surprising film that I have seen in a long time. I can't say everything, but I've seen it in a long time. It's called I Killed Giants. Okay. And it is on Hulu. And, dude, this movie caught me completely by surprise. Like I've seen the trailers and I remember, and I was like, okay, I kind of see what's going on here. I'm not, basically it's this little girl. I don't want to say little girl, but this girl. She hunts giants, but she lives in a small town, like in a real small town. This is not medieval times or anything like that. This is like, I want to say it's in Long Island or something. You know what I mean? It's like I think she goes to school. There's a school bus. I mean, this is now times. You know what I mean? And it's like, what do you mean you hunt giants? And then, of course, there are giants involved. You know what I mean? And I don't want to spoil anything. I really don't want to spoil anything because the magic of this movie is there's a discovery. And when you discover it, what's behind it, it is so, I don't want to say, it's so real. It's so real. You know what I mean? It's just like, of course. You know what I mean? And it hit home. As far as for me, it hit home. It just I mean, I can't even explain. My wife and I are literally tearing up, and I was just like, man, the hell with this movie. I didn't even, because I put it on, and we put it on so nonchalant. It was like, yeah, let's just put this one. I don't know, because we're not even going to pay attention. We're just having something on. You know what I mean? And no, dude, no. This movie. And it's a shame because if you look at the box art or you look at the art, like you look at it when you bring it up on Hulu, it looks like it can be one of those, like the Maze Runner or those type of films. That's what it looks like. And let's be real,
it's not going to call the attention.
Yeah, it's not going to call attention. So but that's so not what it's about. It's like I cannot believe And the acting is great, especially for the main character. I want to say the main character, she's definitely like in high school, but she's probably like 13, between 13 and 15, somewhere around there. Dude, when you this is like a child actor, is like, man, you know this person's going places. You know, it's like this person is definitely going places. The only other person you'll probably recognize is Zoe Saldana, which plays Gamora. If anybody from Guardians of the Galaxy, she's in it, and I honestly don't recognize anybody else. That's the only.
Not even the little girl.
No, not even the little girl.
The young
I mean, if she was in like one of those Disney things, who knows? I wouldn't know because I don't watch those. But everybody else were completely unknowns, and for the most part, they're okay. There's some people that were a little bit, but not the main character. The main character was believable, and because of that, it's just sells it, dude. It just really freaking sells.
I was wondering because you pretty much sold the movie already without really saying anything about what it's about.
Yes, there you go. Awesome. And I'm trying to because. It's just it's one of those films where you go, man, and I'm like, I really want to see it again. I just want to see it again because it's just to pick up on the little things. You know what I mean? It's one of those films like maybe there were hints and I just didn't see it. Yeah. And I could feel like if I were to watch it again, I was like, that was right there and I didn't even notice it, you know? But yes, special effects, I can definitely say are good. They're not the best, but that's okay.
It's not the type of movie
exactly. And so, well, like as I said, there are monsters. There are giants. Yeah. So but anyway, realistically, it's with what they had and what they accomplished with it. I cannot recommend that movie more for everyone to watch. It's a shame that it's sitting on Hulu and probably nobody even knows is there. You know what I mean?
And that's Hulu original.
No, it's not a Hulu original. It actually came out to the theaters. Believe it or not. I read it. And I was telling my wife, I was like, honey, this is why I watch so many, because I'm looking for this movie, and this is a gem hidden in the whatever Hulu has, because Hulu doesn't really have much movies anyway. So that's all I've been doing.
What the hell did we just saw?
So we're back, guys, and before we move on to our next segment, I want to.
This should be its own segment. You know, this is like a little bit. A glimpse.
We'll call this the WTF segment.
It's like a sliver of E3 just exploded, and a chart came out on July 12th, and we get to see the reveals of this thing.
This is exactly. A game called Metal Wolf Chaos XD.
I love the name already.
It is so
Metal Wolf Chaos
XD. Stay with me now. Okay. First off, it is being published by Devolver Digital.
You should not say who the publisher is. They should find out for themselves.
Dude,
this is a trailer. This is a must-watch trailer.
It is a must-watch trailer, regardless. Actually, I think we can say it, and just the names alone will go, oh, man, I got to see this.
No, exactly. When they say it's like, wait, what? Okay, now I got to see it. All right, go.
Devolver Digital is the publisher. The developer is From Software, okay? Makers of all the Dark Souls, not Dead Cells, Dark Souls,
all the Souls games,
all the Souls games,
and
Sekiro,
and the mech games. Thank you,
and the mech games, because people care about those.
Yeah, of course.
Well, clearly they do, because they're back
Armor
with
Core.
Armored Core,
Armored Core, yeah. So if you like Armored Core, boy, do we have news for you.
A winner for you here?
Yes.
Again, it is called Metal Wolf Chaos XD. I just can't believe this exists. I really can't believe it exists.
I saw a trailer, and I grew a new arm.
I'm not even entirely sure what it's about.
Well,
I do know that the president
The president of the United States.
The 47th president of the United States. Apparently is in a mech suit. Essentially,
or maybe he is a mech.
Or maybe he is a mech. Trying to save the world, perhaps.
Yeah. Or trying to reconquer freedom in America.
Reconquer freedom in America, yes.
Yes.
And
something like
that's
that.
it. And he's in a mech suit, and it's extremely Japanese.
Yes.
So much so that the subtitles are in Japanese. The graphics, on the other hand, are the ones that just literally caught me off guard, dude. This is Nintendo 64-ish, maybe early play. No, you know what? I'll give it PlayStation 2.
No, not even.
I would give it PlayStation 2.
PlayStation 2? Okay, maybe.
PlayStation 2, maybe.
Early PlayStation 2.
Late PlayStation 1, maybe. Maybe.
Yeah.
This is the graphics we're looking at. 3D.
Armored Core.
Yeah, 3D graphics. This is clearly From Software going, they've been asking for Armored Core.
Yeah, you know what?
Let's give them this. Yeah.
We had something that we were building back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Let's just give it to them.
Let's just finish it off. Devolver is willing to pay for it, so why not? This is not our trailer for the week, right? We don't have a trailer for the week of the week for this week.
No, fuck it. This is our trailer of the week.
I guess we can make it the trailer of the week because what the hell?
I know. Dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
I don't know, man. I saw it and I was like, I have to show somebody this. I have to show. It's clearly on purpose.
Yeah, right.
You know what
right.
I mean? It's clearly on purpose, but it's just like, what is going on?
It feels like a April Fool's joke when you see it. But
it's not April.
I'm super interested. It's the graphics look so like early terrible that I definitely want to see it.
Picture the early 3D, right? Early 3D was not very pretty. No. You know what I mean? That's what this is. When a building falls apart, you're basically seeing the polygons fall apart with it. You know what I mean? It's just like, what?
By the way,
what?
Very, very like Iron Fury that I'm playing. It's that level like of very early 3D, 3D game. And I don't know, something about that aesthetic, because I guess we had too many already. We had too many sprite, little 8-bit.
Retro games?
Yeah, that art style, right? It kind of got overdone.
Yeah.
And then a few people were dabbling with the 16-bit look. And now I love the fact that we're going retro to the PS1, early PS2 era craziness.
Yeah. It looks... I have no idea what to say about it. I really it's just... It is... Let me just tell you, you're going to sit for a few minutes after the trailer ends.
Yeah.
Speechless.
Yeah, like, what the fuck is this?
Like, what did I just experience?
Yes. And it looks awesome. You know what? Another title that is... I was surprised, actually. It came out already. It's out since the 11th, since yesterday, at the time of the recording. And we all remember when we saw I think this is Konami, right? Konami doing his next Contra, right? And how disappointed we were at the stupid whatever was it that they showed that you could control
a panda
or something like that. It was supposed to be like the sequel to Contra, and it doesn't look like it at all. But anyway, not to worry, because we actually have a savior for this genre.
Came out yesterday. And what was the name of it? Blazing Chrome.
Chrome.
Yes. That game right there, it suddenly makes me feel, somebody understands what we asked of Contra.
Yes.
This is all we wanted, and these guys went, God knows where they went with it.
They were very faithful to the look and... To the look, I don't know about the figures. Obviously, I haven't played it. Although I am downloading that shit tonight because I need to experience it. But to the look of Contra 3, the Alien Wars, for the Super Nintendo,
Mm-hmm.
So
very good, and of course, much more vibrant and everything because it's being done today. So,
and I hope longer also. Hopefully.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
Also, probably challenging.
Challenging. Yeah, there's no. Oh, you know what? Do you think they'll have a Konami code? Yeah, they'll have.
I mean, I don't know. Can Konami?
They can't.
I mean, they can if they call it the Konami code, but
they're not gonna call it the Konami code. They call it the gamer code or something like that. Yeah. But it'll probably do
the Blazing code or something.
It probably do something. It probably not give you 30 lives.
No.
If anything, it probably take all your lives. Maybe.
Yeah, that'll be even better.
You start with 1.
Oh, you want to cheat, huh? How about you go with 1 life?
Like, do you remember? You remember Metroid had that code? I want to say it was Justin Bailey. That you put it. That's the name of the code.
Oh, yes.
You put Justin Bailey as a password, and you start playing as Samus, but without the Samus suit.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be like
Zero suit Samus.
on her bikini, but in reality, it's like it's pixelated.
Yeah, it's this little sprite thing.
Yeah, that's right.
And you can't even really tell.
No. So what's this game that was clearly an homage to Metroid? Axiom Verge.
Axiom Verge.
You could actually put the same code, Justin Bailey, and what it'll do is it'll show your character, but it'll have the lab coat, but no pants.
That's awesome.
It'll be like he's underwear.
That is awesome.
And, hey, you wanted to see.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
man.
it's pretty good.
That's what you guys want to put in a code, right? Well, that's what you get.
There you go. Yeah.
Yep. All right, guys. Let's move on to our news items.
News.
First news item that I have is actually a pretty good one.
Oh,
I think so.
We can use some good news.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
The big question, excuse me, and I'm reading this from Polygon. The big question floating around Joker, the movie, which stars Joaquin Phoenix as the infamous Batman villain, has been just how closely the film would follow any of the comic storylines about the clown prince of crime.
Oh.
Now, courtesy of Empire Magazine, we have the answer. Joker will not be following the comics at all. In an interview with Empire, director Todd Phillips said, "We didn't follow anything from the comic books, which people are going to get mad about. He went on to describe the film as our own version of the character, explaining that it wasn't really a Joker film so much as a film about a man becoming the Joker." So Joker film will hit theaters this year, October 4th. I think that's a good thing. I think it's a great thing. Yeah. You know, move away from stuff because lining it up with things puts expectations. Yeah. And they, you know, you're going to have either fans, they went the wrong way with it, or fans who are like, no, this is not the way. You know what I mean? It's always, you're not going to please every other way. To do it your own, to just say, no,
this is not my Joker.
This is not my Joker.
I can't believe the Joker.
They really did the right thing and said, look, this is our own take. It's not connected to anything else. Take it or leave it for what it is. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I think that's very smart.
Hey, I think there's a question. Is this Gotham City?
I don't know.
No, that's what do you think? What do you think? Will this be Gotham City?
If it is, I think it will be. But I don't think that there's no Batman.
No, there's no Batman. Yeah, at least I wouldn't expect. Yeah, I wouldn't expect it. But
they may not. They may just say no. This is New York.
This is New York. Yeah.
It could be.
Yeah.
Might not.
At that point, does he need to be
the Joker? That's That's the thing. Is at that point, are we doing?
Are we just? Is this just a story that is trying to capitalize on the
mystique?
One of the AP? Yeah, the mystique.
The mystique behind the Joker. Yeah,
exactly. Is it just trying to do that for the name? Because at that point, then.
Why call it Joker?
Why call it? Yeah.
Well, honestly, if this is what I'm saying, I think I'm sure. I feel it's going to be in Gotham. Does it need to be? No, maybe not. But I feel it will be because of that. If it's not, this is a Joker that is in Pittsburgh or something like that. You know, it's like so you're literally using the name to sell the movie. Yeah,
that's what it'll feel.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it'll be at that point. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just so there's we get there's no connection to the other story because that's what I said. There's no connection to the other stories. So no other Joker story that exists in the comic books will this reference or be any close to. It's their own version of it. Yeah. That does not mean, that doesn't say that this does not exist in the same world that it is Gotham City, because then it's gonna like, okay, well then. Yeah.
Was the Joker really the Joker, or was he just? Or was this a real world where he saw the Batman comics or something like that, or
correct.
Or is this a crazy guy? Is this a story of a crazy guy that got obsessed with that, with the villain, or something like
that? Which I don't think anybody would want, because if I remember correctly, there was a shooting in a theater. I was at a Batman showing, as a matter of fact.
Yes.
And it was a guy who had painted his hair green, and
that's true.
I don't think that would be very good.
No, they probably shouldn't go that route.
Yeah, although it's been a while, and I guess after a while you can do stuff. But yeah, I'm happy with their choice.
I'm excited. It doesn't look like they don't need to stick so much to the original.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not going to be falling in the pool of acid or anything like that. Or would he? A movie, though, that is sticking very close, evidently, to the roots. Source material. It's Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat. That's actually a good thing. That's a good thing.
The Mortal Kombat movie shooting for an R rating and will feature fatalities. Wow. All I got to say is, wow.
Yeah.
This could become kind of gruesome.
Pretty
very fucking gruesome. The upcoming Mortal Kombat movie reboot will be an R-rated picture. What's more, screenwriter Greg Russo confirmed that the series' iconic fatality finishing moves will be seen in the upcoming Mortal Kombat movie. Though Russo didn't hint as to which of the many fatalities will be filmed. Russo revealed these details on Twitter, telling fans that he wanted to put rumors to bed. And then the Twitter message says, "Since it's already been started by other members of the team, I'm going to put this one to bed. MK will be R-rated for the first time ever. Fatalities will finally be on the big screen. And no, I'm not going to say which ones. You just have to wait for the movie and see."
Nice.
So yeah, let's see. The movie does not yet have a full title. They'll probably call it Mortal Kombat, I'm thinking. But
good bet.
Good bet. Yeah. With a K. Kombat with a K. Also, of course, they're gonna spell it with a K. But we do know production has officially kicked off. It's produced by Fast 7 and Aquaman's James Wan, and set for release in March of 2021. So interesting. Going for an R-rated on this particular one. I mean, we all know the cinema with R-rated movies that they don't tend to make very well on the movies because of the restriction, obviously. But there have been a few exceptions that they have done. They've done well enough to be deserving. And I'm sure Mortal Kombat could easily be one of them.
I agree.
Yeah.
They will definitely do it.
Yeah.
Let's switch things up here, guys, and move on to some Nintendo Switch news. See what I did there?
Yes, I see that. You switched it on.
I did switch it up. Nintendo unveiled a new revision of its Switch Hybrid game console on Wednesday.
No, that didn't happen.
It did.
They say they were gonna.
They said they were not. They had no plans.
Yeah, they had no plans.
So clearly they're a bunch of liars.
So hold on.
Thieves and liars.
Don't buy your Wii yet, because that means that the more powerful Wii is coming around the corner.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Hey, they say they wouldn't.
They said they wouldn't.
Yeah.
Nintendo unveiled, it's called the Nintendo Switch Lite, which is a smaller version of the system that focus on the platform's portable side. The new Nintendo Switch Lite hardware will cost $199.99 and will release on September 20th. Interesting thing to note, the smaller Switch won't feature detachable Joy-Con controllers. Instead, the new Switch is a compact, all-in-one piece of hardware that makes the Switch feel more like a Game Boy or a Nintendo DS. The system also does not connect to a television for a big screen display. It's purely a handheld gaming device.
So, in essence, it's a Switch that cannot switch.
Correct.
Okay.
Why call it the Switch?
Nah.
The system also features a smaller screen, 5.5 screen.
Boo.
Yeah. And weighs less, of course, than the original. Obviously, it's smaller. Will come in 3 different colors. I don't know.
I do. I mean, it's a Nintendo 2DS kind of thing, right? When they released it, they were, there's a new Pokemon game coming out, and they obviously want to sell, a bunch, which they will, regardless of if they would have done this or not. But if they have the opportunity to sell hardware on top of that, And if this ends up being some sort of like smaller but a little bit more rugged
More
Switch,
rugged?
the
Durable, you mean?
yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah,
guess
durable.
that's
Yeah.
possible?
Yeah. I mean, the 2DS almost almost fits the definition of rugged loosely.
True. You literally kick
'Cause
that shit
thing,
around.
you could step. I stepped on one and nothing happened. I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to buy my nephew.
Yeah. Rafael Ortiz
Whoa.
writes, it's literally a downgrade from the original Switch, and not a good downgrade at that. Taking away great features that made it unique and worth a buy, and just saving $100. I'd rather spend that $100 on the original Switch. Way better bang for your buck. A regular Switch is worth it. I wouldn't recommend the Lite to anyone, to be honest. And we also have an 100% agree with you. This is from Ramiro Ortiz. This is on the group, guys. But yeah, I don't think. I think for kids, sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If I was a parent,
Yeah,
and I have the choice of
if you have 4 kids,
yeah,
4 regular Switches,
yeah,
or 4 light switches.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
Oh, 4 light switches. See what I did there?
yeah. Or the light switch. So you're on fire today.
I know.
and I'm missing them.
You are missing them, which is
Yes.
a little scary. Usually you're the one doing them. Maybe that's what it is. What is wrong with you?
I need to step it up.
So yeah, Nintendo Light Switch.
Nintendo Light Switch.
Coined it here, guys. Coined it
That
here.
is terrible.
You are welcome,
I
Internet.
want nothing to do with it. So anyway, Netflix, bro. Netflix.
Netflix is great.
Back to you. No, Netflix announces Cuphead cartoon series.
Oh, snap.
And for some reason, I'm so stoked about this one.
Really?
Yeah.
You were when I first heard it.
I know. I am. I'm saying like I don't understand why, because it's like I love. Don't get me wrong. I love. This opens a question. Do I have to really be like playing a game constantly to say that I love it? I didn't play Cuphead a lot. I played enough to where I realized this game's gonna kick my ass. I need to master it, and I know I'm trying to master it. I'm just gonna move on. But I love the idea, and I love what I said. It was a game that I almost loved seeing people play it because it's so gorgeous. With the animation, with the style and all that. Seeing Netflix making a series of this, a cartoon, it gets me excited because it makes me wonder, will they go for the old school Looney Tunes level, 5-minute like short film,
Yeah.
Will they go?
That would
for
actually be great. If they do that, that would be amazing.
Dude, that would be fantastic. But being Netflix, they'll probably go. I mean, it could be an episode of just like those vignettes.
It could, because look at Love, Death, and Robots.
Oh, that's what it was.
You know what I'm saying? They ranged between 5 to 12 minutes.
Oh, there you go.
You know what I mean? So
it could be
why
that?
not? Yeah.
Yeah, why not? All
The
right.
beauty of Netflix is that, one, they're basically printing money. So they can take, chances that, this is how we'll do it. You know what I mean? Can you imagine? Like, they do some crazy old school. I don't know if you know, but Looney Tunes, when it first came out, originally, they aired before movies. Like you go to a theater or you go to someplace and a Looney Tune cartoon will pop up, and then your movie will start after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Imagine they start doing that. That's your.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That would be great, dude. I'm like,
you will have to give the option to skip if you don't want. If you're not down
of course.
Yeah. But that would be awesome. So Cuphead, the video game designed to look like a cartoon, is now getting a cartoon based on its video game on it. Netflix has picked up the right to produce a Cuphead animated series with the look of the game's 1930s classic Fleischer cartoons remaining intact.
Those are, for the record, Fleischer cartoons are like Betty Boop, the early Popeyes.
Oh, there you go.
Well, those are the way they looked back in the day. Yeah.
Oh, okay, got you. I didn't know that. It's been held by Emmy and Annie award-winning Dave Wasson, who also worked as director on Disney's Mickey Mouse short series, which similarly evokes the style of early animation. Excuse me. And then there's a quote that says, in a statement today, Netflix said that the show would be a character-driven comedy which follows the unique misadventures of the impulsive Cuphead and his cautious but easily swayed brother Mugman.
So, I have to say here, they can't talk.
No.
If they talk, you've lost me. Yeah. You've completely lost me.
It can't be.
They have to be. If you're keeping it to that original, the way that the what it's literally trying to emanate. Yeah. So you have to you have to keep it that way. Yeah. If they start talking, you have completely missed the point of this. You know what I mean? It's like no.
I'm not sure. I mean, yes, they don't. I don't think them talking will like completely like take me out of it unless it was bad, But some might argue that it's going to be bad if they just start talking. Yeah. So I don't think I'm Mugman all the way. Mugman is my boy all the way. No, Cuphead, keep your Cuphead. Mugman all the way.
My next piece, guys, another Disney live-action movie had a trailer earlier this week. Live-action trailer for Mulan. And yes, for the record, it did not make our trailer of the week for a reason. First of all, there wasn't really a lot to go on.
It was a teaser.
It was a teaser. Okay. Yeah, it was a teaser. It is the first trailer of Disney's Reborn Mulan reveals the 1998 animated heroine in live-action form. Yes, this movie was supposed to come out last December, but the Nutcracker and the Four Realms took its place. Mulan is just the latest in Disney's live-action revivals, which range from projects that are in the casting stages to others that are a little more than a rumor. Overall, first off, it is directed by Nikki Caro, director of Whale Rider, and it's starring Liu Yifei, Jet Li, Zima, and Mulan is scheduled to come out the 27th of March, 2020. Hey, I'm going to show you the poster, and I'll put it up on.
Oh shit! They cast Scarlett Johansson as Mulan.
They did.
Crazy.
They did. It's amazing how she looks, though.
Wow, yeah. Scarlett Johansson, you heard it here.
You heard it here first.
As Mulan.
Oh god.
Oh god, indeed.
Oh god.
Disney with
they're full steam ahead with this stuff.
Yeah, super. Yeah. Like super. Some might say to not very great results. There has been, of course, The Lion King, I believe, is out.
Yes.
And reports on it have been
so
kind of scathing. I have to say.
It's weird because the majority of the reports are like, okay, this was unnecessary. This was like them spending some money so they can make more. You know what I mean? Because Lion King, when it came out, was like one of the biggest films that year, the original, right? So now it feels kind of silly because they did not, like everybody's seen it. They did nothing. You're literally watching the animated movie now in quote unquote live action. You know what I mean?
But there's like the problem. There are there are going to be actually. And we were having an amazing thread on the group. This lady from work, actually, Amina, was talking about she's a film school student, and she was actually put it a lot more eloquently that I will right now. But it's basically saying yes, there are some camera angles and shots and things that they look great in the animation. Because in animation, your camera is not restricted to anywhere. You can do it anywhere. And when you go and make it into what's supposed to be like live action, quote unquote, live action CGI, let's call it, it looks unnatural. It looks jarring. It's weird, and it doesn't fall very well. It looks too fake, you know. And when what you're trying to promote is the opposite, it's like wow. So I feel like the whole thing with this movie was they give it the remaster, the game remaster touch, where they will they won't touch the gameplay at all. They'll leave everything exactly the same, but they put high res graphics, up-res it, you know. Yep. That's what I feel like they ended up doing with this. That's
what they did. That's literally what they. I mean, I haven't seen it, but when you have several reports coming in the same, this is basically the same movie.
Yeah, they're saying. There was one that was clearly pointed out. It was almost saying like, yeah, this is pointless.
Yeah,
this is
it's it's in a way, and then people will say it can't be a cash grab if they're spending money, but you have to spend money to make money, and that's what this is. This is the Lion King for well, anyway, we're not talking Lion King, but yes, what the Lion King is. A lot of this feels that way with Dumbo, and although I did hear good things about Aladdin, I heard some bad things, but mostly good. About Aladdin. Amira has watched it like 3 times.
Yeah. Oh, she mentioned that too.
She posted it on the I think she posted it. I'm just trying to help it get to 1 billion, which is hilarious.
So see, that was done well because it was, of course, obviously based on the source material, but they took time. They took time with it. Of course, some might argue also it's live action, so you are going to need those restricted cameras because hashtag live action.
Live action.
But you evidently didn't have to do that with Lion King, and because of that, you get reports like Polygon saying, "Yeah, the new Lion King doesn't even try."
Yes,
literally, that was the thing. Yeah. And Adam actually posted this one from the IndieWire. It says the Lion King review, and it says. The Lion King review, Disney's remake is a disastrous plunge into the uncanny valley. And one of the quotes says, this soulless chimera of a film comes off as a little more than a glorified tech demo from a greedy conglomerate. A well-rendered but creatively bankrupt self-portrait of a movie studio eating its own tail. Wow. That's what I call skating.
I mean,
that's kind of harsh.
Yeah. I mean, you got to call it like you see it, and that's what it looks like. You know, what's the point? You could have literally just re-released the other one.
Yeah, at that point, just the animation. Exactly.
And spend a fraction of what you probably spent to do all this. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
True.
If you're really that interested in making money, sir, you're up next.
Well, Borderlands 3. Because yes, I'm going to talk about Borderlands 3 because reasons. Has a new competitive multiplayer mode and an Apex Legends style ping system. And I kind of like that.
Okay.
Gearsbox Software has revealed new accessibility features for Borderlands 3, including an Apex Legends style pinging system that will allow players to point out enemies, friend, chests, items, and more. Gearbox detailed these new additions in a press release and further explained that the pinging system will ensure communication is in place for co-op teammates, even when voice chat is not available, which I love. Because I normally don't care to talk to strangers. I mean, hopefully with my friends, yes, but otherwise. When players ping anything in the world, a contextually relevant voiceover line will be played, and the market point will appear in the game's world, as well as on the minimap for each player. In addition to the pinging system, Borderlands 3 will also feature a suite of accessibility options, ensuring that all players will be able to enjoy the latest game. Players on any platform will fully be able to remap controls, which also allows the Xbox adaptive controller to be used to its full potential. And then it goes on saying players will also be able to toggle head bob and auto mantling. I don't know what auto mantling is. You know?
Nope.
Auto mantling. Somebody tell us what that means. What is mantling? Dismantling, maybe. Adjust aim assist, and Borderlands 3 will feature extensive closed captioning and color blindness options, which will include an adjustable text size and opacity. Wow, that's kind of impressive, actually, when you think about it. All the accessibility options that they're making for this game. Good for them. I mean, it's. I hope it plays out because. Not that I have a love affair with Gearbox and their doings, but they have created. I mean, most of the stuff that come out of it lately has been shit, except for Borderlands.
Okay.
I have high hopes for this game. Let's hope that they don't get dashed.
So, auto mantling, for the record, an auto mantle toggle. It allows you to decide when and how you want to jump over things.
When and how? Oh,
in the first person.
Okay. Yeah. So if you wanted to press a button to jump, or if you just want to run over the audible and just
Yep. Automatically do it.
Got you. Okay. That's good.
Yep.
That's good.
Interesting stuff. All right. Stranger Things. Mentioned it earlier.
Yeah.
Season 3. Awesome. Go watch it. Season 4. Is it happening?
Wait. Of course it's happening. Hello.
Well, Stranger Things Season 3 has arrived. And if you're like nearly 20 million other Netflix subscribers, you probably binge all the episodes and are ready for more. While Stranger Things 3 left us with a whole lot of questions, we do have a little bit of information. Again, I'm reading this off of Polygon also again. Season 4 doesn't have an official release date. Netflix hasn't officially announced, but the chances are seen pretty good. According to Netflix, the show's third season was the most popular 4-day premiere the streaming service has ever had. Reading this off their tweet, Stranger Things 3 is breaking Netflix records. 40.7 million households accounts have been watching the show since its July 4th global launch, more than any other film or series in its first 4 days. And 18.2 million have already finished the entire season. Interesting stuff.
They're doing very well with that series. That's why I say, that's definitely.
It's not official yet, but the Duffer Brothers have said that season 4 will likely be the last. And this is in 2017. Duffer Brothers stated that, quote, "We're thinking it will be a 4-season thing and then out. But since then, Levy and the Duffers have told Entertainment Weekly there is a possibility of a season 5, but not to expect anything after that. So based on this, maybe definitely a season 4, maybe season 5.
We don't know. And would it need I mean, good things for them to be thinking of
ahead of.
Yeah, we probably don't want to
we don't want a Walking Dead this bad.
No, we don't want a Walking Dead.
We don't.
Anything at this point. So let me see. Oops, I dropped the mic. There you go. Going home. Hentai sites go to war, leaving animated porn feature. Oh wait, that's not my line. Sorry, I was reading the wrong one.
Well.
Xbox Game Pass adds a play later feature. Now that we're talking about backlogs. I apologize. I don't know what happened there. There is a new feature on Xbox Game Pass, Microsoft's game subscription service, with now over 200 games included. It's called Play Later, and it lives in your console desktop under the Xbox Game Pass section. Or you can also curate it via the Xbox mobile app. As you'd expect, it's a list of things you want to play when you're able to find time. This will be actually perfect for you if that was available for Sony.
It would be. Yeah.
It will be amazing for you. So it's a wish list basically, except that you already own access to everything. The only thing you're missing, as ever, is the time to get to play it. Really cool idea. It's kind of like a reminder of, hey, if you have open time, remember that you have this game. You know, you wanted to play this game, but you were wondering, hey, when am I going to have time to play Stardew Valley? Well, hey, there's a lot right now. There's not a lot of games coming out. Throw some Stardew Valley. Mm-hmm. Exactly. And it's kind of amazing that such a little thing could actually have. It's a good idea. I'm surprised that it has taken this long. And I'm just going to throw in my final one so that so you can close if you have one more. And it's amazing. PlayStation 4 owners seem shocked to hear about this years old feature. Achievement and trophies in games are nice and all, but when they are tied to specific story events, they can prove a little spoilery. Thankfully, PlayStation 4 allows developers to designate trophies as hidden, preventing you from accidentally finding about anything that you might not want to see, which I think is awesome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But what about once you're done and want to go trophy hunting? Or if you just don't care about spoilers in the first place? Your impulse might be to go ahead and search online for a complete list of trophies. Or you go to the system and have them reveal themselves.
Yes.
Did you know about this?
Of course I've known about it.
Really?
Yes.
That's a lot of people that know. I didn't know about this.
I saw this article and I was like, really?
Yeah.
How do you not know?
Evidently, that's the thing. That's the thing. And people seem shocked by this bit of information.
If you go, you have to actually, so you got to go to the trophy list. You have to actually go to that trophy. So if you're scrolling down the list, when you're on that specific trophy, you have to, X to enter the trophy and it will tell you. And then there's this little button that has the little pink square button right there. It is a press to view whatever. It is newer, to be fair. I think it's been a few years now, though.
It was added on PS4, the 4.0 system update,
which was
the last big one.
Last big one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I've known about it.
Yeah. Well, you just ruined the rest of my thing because you already explained exactly how it works. But yeah, that's exactly how it works. I didn't know. Okay. And to be fair, I don't go trophy hunting.
You don't like spoilers,
and I don't like spoilers anyway. So even after finishing the game, well, that's not true. If I finish a game, I'll be okay with finding out, oh, I can do this, I can do that.
But you don't trophy hunt, though.
But I don't go online to search for it. But if I have it available on the system, dude, honestly, I did not know.
Yeah.
So
that's how I was able
a lot of people did not.
to platinum Spider-Man.
Oh, you went ahead.
Because a few of them hid behind stuff, and I'm like, oh fuck, let me just go look at.
What do I have to do? But it's not easy to accidentally uncover them.
What do you mean?
You have to go, like you say, you have to go into the trophy.
Yeah.
Press a button.
Yeah, you press square to. I think it's like square to reveal. Press square to reveal.
Up, down, left, right, left, right.
Exactly. Yeah. So,
There you go. That's cool.
Yeah. My last piece, guys. Zack Snyder, the infamous man behind the Justice League and the that other one, Batman versus Superman.
Oh yeah, DC's best.
Yeah.
Both of them. Justice League also.
Yeah. He is not releasing the Snyder cut of Justice League, which most people are asking for.
Oh,
sorry. He is, however, bringing a new anime project to Netflix alongside frequent collaborator Jay Oliver. Adding to Netflix growing anime slate. Let me tell you, I'm loving the fact that I'm
loving
like shit.
Crunchy what? Crunchyroll? Really? Okay.
No.
You have something.
Crunchy. Yeah, crunch on this.
Yes, crunch on this. That's disgusting.
The series is set within the world of Norse mythology.
Oh.
And there's not much information beyond that. Snyder and Oliver
probably has Thor and Loki.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
And Thor and Loki.
Yeah. Maybe Odin once in a while.
Oh, that's right, Odin. Yeah. And Kratos.
That'd be great. Although I think Kratos is actually a Norse. No, it's Greek.
You're getting your gods confused.
I'm getting my gods confused. Yes. Sorry, God. Snyder and Oliver's partnership span across numerous films within the DC universe, including Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice. Oliver will executive produce alongside Snyder, in addition to serving as showrunner and director. Deborah Snyder of Wonder Woman and Wesley Kohler of Watchmen will both produce. It's just a little tidbit. There's not much to go on. Comic-Con's coming up.
Yeah.
So little pieces are starting to leak.
Yeah.
And as usual, because all these things are freaking leaky. But yeah, it's interesting to know, and interesting to know also that Netflix is really starting to. They really are. They have to. Cuphead is a perfect example of that. Yeah. They're like, well, Disney's going to pull all their Disney stuff, so we're going to have to make our own Disney stuff.
Actually, I think that's what it is.
Oh, I'm sure.
There's programming that is leaving. Friends is leaving. I'm like, what? Why are you thinking Friends? And WB wants to do its own service? Are you kidding me? Like, the fuck?
Friends is leaving, and one of the big ones, which a lot of people are I have not. The Office. Office is a huge thing. Now, I think it's not till like the end of next year or something like that. But still, there's a timeline, and it's going to go away, and it'll go to NBC or whoever freaking whatever.
Whatever.
It's just like, I'm not paying for that.
No.
Sorry, yeah.
By that time, Netflix will have its own original Netflix series that will take over and
correct
and fill that void.
Instead of The Office, it'll be The Mailroom.
The Mailroom. There you go.
You know what I mean?
Let's pitch it.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
They greenlight stuff
I just
all the
called
time, yeah.
Netflix. They say it's greenlit. There you go. They say go ahead.
It's part of their greenlight program. Yeah.
They asked us what the show is about. I told them it's a show about nothing.
And they were like, sold.
Yes, exactly. I think we might have something
in this.
Yes.
All right, guys. We'll be right back with our Hot Topic. time for our Hot Topic of the Week. Yes.
Hot Topic.
Thank you so much, Shadow.
The Shadow. The Shadow shall be among us once the light, because the light produces the shadow. Something along those lines. Just help me out here,
we'll
man.
just go with it. Sure.
Just go with me. Yeah, I was trying to be poetic and inspirational,
and it worked perfectly.
Hey.
Oh man, we're back, guys, and it is time for our hot topic. Our hot topic again is the backlog season is in full force.
The annual backlog season.
Yeah, absolutely. It's every year it comes.
Every year you play the game that you said you were going to play last year.
You try anyway. So I think we can both agree that you and I have quite the backlog, right? I mean, we have lots of games that is in there, and
innumerable. Yeah.
What we're going to do, we're not trying to in any way say we're going to try to fit all these games.
Never.
And we're not going to go through the whole
two
list.
lives.
Yeah, exactly. It's just impossible with the way our lives are now. However, it is important to have a plan. Yes. So the plan for me, so I have a timeline. All right, and I don't know if you have a timeline, but I know you're looking at Wolfenstein Twin Snakes? No.
Twin Snakes?
What is it?
Actually, no, that's what it is now.
As far as we're concerned, yeah.
What was it?
I don't know.
I like Twin Snakes so much.
I'm convinced that's his name. Let me see. I'll bring it up here. It comes out this July, right?
July 25th. Let's see.
Wolfenstein Youngblood.
Youngblood releasing on, release date is...
The 26th.
The 26th?
Yep.
So I have until... Shit, I don't have time. I'm going to have to pick up a bunch of quick games then. That's okay, because after that, I'm sure there's going to be another lull, right?
There is another lull. For me, I'm not like jumping in on Wolfenstein. That's probably going to be a back burner.
When you finish the second one?
Sure. Sure, if you say so. For me, the next one, let me see, it's probably going to be, we'll say end of August, beginning of September, right? Because Catherine Full Body comes out, Man of Medan comes out. So that's my point. So let's say end of August. So I have to, my timeline is to the end of August.
Okay.
So the games I'm going to try to fit between now and then. So you got to have a plan, right? You can't just willy-nilly games, because then you know.
Oh, I'm going to willy-nilly the fuck out of it, actually.
Well, not me, because I have a plan.
You have you have been renowned for your strict schedules, where you could use that Game Pass scheduler now, scheduler.
That's why it sounded so good. I was like, that's amazing. Amazing for me. So I want to. Well, obviously, I'm already starting out with one, right? Because I have GTA 5.
Oh, that's right. That's a big one.
That is a big one.
Dude,
that is a big one. I can honestly say I'm not sure if I'm going to finish it.
Oh, come on. Give it a fair shake.
I am. That's my point. I'm going to give it a fair shake. Obviously, if it entertains, then I will just continue. So far, the jury's out. Yeah. But I am in the middle of that one. So.
On a game that has almost... what do you call it when everybody agrees? Unanimously has gotten like very high praises.
Yes.
The jury is out.
As far as I'm concerned, the jury is out. There's a reason why. And I guess I don't know why, but there's a reason why I didn't play. The last one I played was Vice City.
Yeah, and Vice City was fantastic.
And it was a long time, and I never beat it because I was like, this is just too much. I'm just done with it. You know his friend.
You remember the black dude that wears white?
Yeah, Vance.
Vance. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he betrays him at the end.
Oh, spoilers!
Yeah.
Actually,
really old
I think I actually did get that. I got that far.
Then that's the last part. You always do the same thing.
No, that's not. That
is the last part. All you have to do is just go into this mansion after him, and then credits roll when he's done
Doesn't
with
it do
him.
like a Scarface thing? Oh no, that's the other dude. That's the El Gordito. The one played by Luis Guzman. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, there you go.
I knew about the betrayal. Well, maybe I was finishing.
Maybe I was very close. And
I know, guys. I know.
That's even worse. That's like teasing.
I know.
That's terrible.
I do it like subconsciously.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. At some point, you're like, I'm done.
I'm done. So let's start. So I'm in the middle of that. What do you have planned between now and July 26th?
Now at July 26th. Oh, shit. Let me see.
You're gonna have to stop playing Judgment.
Yes, because that's the thing. It's not it can be a backlog filler if I am currently on active duty.
On active duty, yep.
Yeah. But I do know that from here. Okay, so yes, we do have Wolfenstein going to come out, and I'll jump on it. I'll even interrupt freaking Judgment because I'm like that.
Yes, you
are. And go and play Wolfenstein, and then we'll go back. I'll decide if I want. Like, to be fair, I did the same thing with Yakuza. I don't think I did it with Yakuza 0. Well, actually, yes, I did even with Yakuza 0 now that I think about it. And there are some games that I'm okay with going back to them because there's no loss of skill. Like, I'm not going to... Like, if I need to get up to speed, all I got to do is just read on it until I get to the part where I remember, okay, this is where I stopped. Some other games, however, there's like, let's say Dead Cells, for example. I really like Dead Cells. If I try to continue my Dead Cells playthrough now, I'm going to be terrible. I can't do it.
The game is a roguelite anyway, so your playthrough is going to end at some point. You have to start over again.
True. But I'm going to feel so inefficient that I'm just going to get frustrated with it. But a perfect example also was what's the game name? It's not Oni, but it's
Onimusha.
No, Onimusha. But you might as well say it is because you're a samurai. It's a dark.
Neo.
Neo. Thank you. I was gonna say the samurai Dark Souls.
Sekiro. Oh wait, no.
Sekiro. Yes, true. I never played Sekiro because by then I know like I'm never gonna. I'm gonna start that game. I'm gonna be enjoying that game for like 5 hours, and then I'm gonna be like, I'm done. Nope. I'm done. So
I would. I don't think I have it on physical, but if I did, I'd lend it to you just so you can try it.
At that point, at some point, it have to be like $15, and I'll be like, maybe. But great game. You know, it's the same thing with Red Dead 2. Fantastic game. That game was $15. I saw it one place. I was like, I should get it at this price because I will never be at a better price at this. Except that I'm never gonna play it. So let's be real. You know, if it's gonna be a game that I'm not gonna touch, $5 is too much.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. $5 is a waste.
Yeah, exactly.
So let me throw one in there for you.
Okay.
Between now and it's a short game.
And
I've told you a bajillion times to play already.
It's not gonna be The Witcher.
It's no, because it's a short game.
Yeah.
Although that is also a bajillion. That's a bajillion and one, maybe.
There you go. Yes.
Just had it in my head. Oh my god!
And just like that, we're getting old.
Did you have the PlayStation up? Because it's Until Dawn.
Until Dawn. Until Dawn is you told me I could play that game with my wife assisting me.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
because she can help make decisions. How will they do this? Do that?
Yeah.
And it's, dude. It's a good freaking game. And you own it sitting right there.
I completely forgot that. See, that's the thing with most of my backlog is I have games that I've forgotten that I own.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then I realized, oh, yes, I should be actually playing this. So, anyway, obviously I need to fit it in. Let's say my time is going to be like to the end of the year.
Okay.
Because there's some big games that I do legitimately want to go back to.
Okay.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Oh. Did you beat that?
No, because that game's huge, and I'm not gonna use the cheat. At one point, I started thinking about it, and I felt so dirty that I took it out completely. I took the whole game out. I was like, nope, I'm not gonna let you tempt me on it. I took the game completely out. But I do remember when I was playing it, I was having a lot of fun with it, and yeah, the story was there and all that, but the progression was going so slow that I felt like, okay, maybe this is a game that I can just play in pieces.
Mm-hmm. So that's what you're trying to do.
So that's what I'm trying to do. So yeah.
So now you have to reinstall it.
No, I haven't. I
thought you said you had to send it away.
No, well, I didn't reinstall it. Sorry, I didn't uninstall it. I just shut it down and stepped away from it.
You the hell with that shit.
Yeah. because it felt dirty. I felt that it's like I can't. I will feel like it's an not to quote the guy with the your victory is empty because I'm playing on easy mode or whatever. Yeah. But it'll feel like cheating, even though that's probably the normal way to play that game.
Exactly.
But
the way was meant to be played.
The way it was meant to be played before, exactly, before Ubisoft did.
So if you were to start that between now and July 26th, that'll pretty much take you to July 26th, wouldn't it?
It could easily take me, but I will have to be playing constantly, that. And like lately, because I'm still doing some stuff with the house and stuff like that, I don't feel like I have that much gaming time. Mm-hmm. I'm not putting more than probably 2 hours.
Okay.
And it's like every other day. Mm. So I'm not gaming as much. It'll go back, I'm sure, but like I said, I've been too busy, and I anticipate that it's gonna be like that for a little bit.
Okay.
Especially with my schedule. But yeah, man, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, it's a great game to go back to, especially when there's nothing else. It is a game that surprised me, and it's definitely one of my lists.
So I'm going to quickly mention a couple that I want to include in this time frame. And the reason I want to do it because I feel extremely ashamed that they're actually on this time frame. like I haven't played them. The first one would be I bought probably towards the beginning of this year the remake, or not the remake. Well, yeah, the remake of Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh, yeah.
And it's still shrink wrapped. It's just sitting there, and I have not done anything with it.
If we're going to talk about that, then I do have Yakuza 6 shrink wrap that I haven't touched.
Yeah.
I don't intend to for the time, for the time, but
you're kind of playing a Yakuza game right now.
Yeah, true.
So,
kind of, yeah. I have my equivalent, yeah.
That's one of them.
Wow.
Another one, and these are like straight shame, guys, because I have that. It sits there, right there, looking at me. Another one that I didn't even remember that I bought. I don't even know why I got it. Wasteland 2.
Oh yeah,
the director's cut. I actually own this.
Holy
game.
Shit, you do own that game. You bought that?
Yes. I don't even remember when either. Never started it. Never, and I was like, "What the hell?" That's probably a long game, though, right?
Yes, I
never played the first Wasteland. I got it because I heard Wasteland was good.
Honestly, nobody needs to play the first one because it's so ancient that nobody will be able to.
Okay.
We're talking about like early computer graphics.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, Wasteland 2, it's good. Don't get me wrong, it's too. I'm not entirely convinced it's your cup of tea in the sense of the type of gameplay that it is, that over the head perspective the whole time. It's an RPG, but I wouldn't necessarily call it the most intrinsic story that will take you there. From here to here.
But is it long? Is it like a long game? It's a long game.
It's a long game, and
that's the only thing. I'm like, I don't know if I can fit it there.
That's
probably why I never started.
It's probably it'll keep you if you're entertained by that world, And when you think about it, it's kind of like a Fallout, the original Fallout.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So on that, and it has the strategy of XCOM type of games. Mm-hmm. Maybe not as intricate as that, but like interesting and fun.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I would say try it. I'm just not convinced that you will stick to it because I don't think it's your type of game. Mm. But I will be pleasantly surprised if you tell me, "Oh yeah, I'm having a good time." Even if you don't beat it, but even if you don't finish it, but you get like I don't know, like 10 hours in, even 10 hours in, I would say like, okay, that's good. You got
again. I think I'm pretty sure I got it on the sale, and I was just looking at my backlog, and I was like, "When did I get this?" I don't remember why. And then this is not the last one I'm going to mention, but definitely the last one of my shame pile, my straight up shame pile. You actually mentioned this earlier. Thronebreaker, The Witcher Tales.
Oh, shoot,
yes,
yeah.
The single player Gwent gameplay story from The Witcher.
No way.
I haven't.
You haven't played that?
No.
I am shocked.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I've played Gwent. The actual Gwent. Gwent is separate from this.
Yes.
This was supposed to... It's so weird because CD Projekt Red does... Like, they do nothing small, right? Because this was supposed to be a single-player thing that was attached to the Gwent game thing. Yeah. It came so big, roughly about 30 hours long is the game, that they said, we'll just sell it separately. And I was like, I just, of course, bought it. I was like, yeah, I'll just get it.
This is totally your game. And especially after being so critically acclaimed. I'm shocked, actually.
Yeah, so I have to... At least 2 out of 3. Between now and August, I plan to put in 2 out of 3 of these games. The first one will probably be Shadow of the Colossus. That's a much easier, not easier game, but as far as length goes, right. I can get through that. Yeah. Thronebreaker's 30 hours. Wasteland, who knows? Wasteland 2, who knows? So I do want to do a Thronebreaker though.
See, I can't put them on a schedule like that because I feel like. Okay, now I feel like I want to play this other game. Now I feel like I want to play this other game.
I don't know. My mind doesn't work that way.
No. Although, to be fair, like I'm that. I don't remember. Did I put it in my backlog? Yeah. If I did, I'll mention it right now. Because I don't own this game, and I was asking you, well, should I consider games that I don't own, but I definitely want to play, but they have been released back? Is that my backlog?
It's technically not your... I mean, technically speaking, it isn't because you didn't already invest anything in it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Right. Then I'll just mention it then.
Okay, yeah.
So, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, it's a game that I'm dying to play. And to be honest, I don't understand how come I have waited this long. Because when I saw that game, and when I saw what it was becoming, I was like, yes! This is Symphony of the Night. This is... the Castlevania title the Iga title I was dying for, and I love those type of games. So I think it was the issue.
The bug at the beginning.
The bug with the save file. Oh, your save file could get like destroyed because they had this bug, kind of like prevented me from like immediately jumping in. That has obviously been taken care of already, and I still haven't jumped in, but.
Actually, come to think about it, I actually own that game as well.
Oh, did you?
Didn't install it because of the bug. You know what I mean? And I was like, I'll get to it later. And that's what happens. Things move on.
Yeah.
And here I am, now I'm in GTA 5. Who knows when I'm going to go back. But yeah, Ritual of the Night, I kind of want to include it. So and I don't know the length of this one as well. I'm so obsessed with time. You know what I mean? It's like, I need to know the length to make sure that I have time. Because, dude, Catherine rolls around. That is a day one purchase, and I'm stopping everything.
It still blows my mind that of all the games that you have and all the type of games that you enjoy, you're putting Catherine on the this is a must-have game of this year. This is a brand new release, not because of anything negative, because Catherine it is a good game. But like, it must have captivated you somehow in ways that
the gameplay. Honestly, the gameplay is, and for the record, I'm not the only one because there are esports of Catherine. You know what I mean? So this is an actual phenomenon essentially. You know what I mean? The gameplay of it is so freaking good. You know what I mean?
And freaking frustrating. Is what it is.
No, I didn't. I never found it frustrating.
Oh my God.
It is difficult. It is challenging.
I was throwing I never throw controls or anything like that, but I wanted you so bad with some of the levels. The reason I had to stop. I was turning too violent.
No, it is. Oh, I can't. Once you get the what do you call it? The strategy behind it, it's really, really a worthwhile title. And so I just,
good story,
I don't know what it is. Yeah, it's a very good story too.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but yeah, I mean, that's the line. It's September, and September's already fall. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, that's the beginning point anyway. So Catherine just happens to land there. You know what I mean? But honestly, if it came out in the middle of the summer, I'm like, well, that's my timeline. I want to get Ritual of the Night in there. But yeah, I think that was another like 20, 25 hour game, believe it or not. It's not a short game. Yeah, it's a meaty game. It's a very
I'm excited.
Actually, in some cases I've heard of some like Colin Moriarty over in saying, there was a little too much of this here. It's like maybe you didn't need to put all this in
That's
here.
Awesome.
So that alone, it was like, oh, That's an investment. It's a time investment.
If that's the case, I mean, as long as it's fun and he gets,
it's definitely worth the $40. It is $40. Yeah, so it's definitely worth that.
That I gotta put that in, just like I have to put the cost of what was it called, the contract again?
I already purchased it.
Oh yeah,
I already purchased it. Blazing. I was gonna say Blazing Saddles, but that's a comedy. Blazing Chrome.
Blazing Chrome.
Yeah, I already purchased it, and
I
looks like
put
it's
that one.
already down.
How much was it?
$16.99.
16?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Well, this is on PlayStation. I don't know for PC.
All right, I'll get a PlayStation. Oh, and we can play.
Yes,
we
it is.
Play.
Yeah, you're right.
There you go. Okay, we're gonna make a quick pause when I play it, and when I buy it, and I'll be right back. And we're back. All right. We're ready. Got it. It's downloaded already.
It is downloaded already.
Yeah. Also, we want to inform this is the next day. This podcast was 2 days long. So, happy Saturday, everybody. The other ones that I definitely want to fit in my backlog seriously, because I started playing them and I was having a blast with them, and I don't know what happened. I stopped. Something else got in the way, like usual. Mm-hmm. But these are great games. I'm going to put them together, even though those there are two separate games. The Messenger.
Yes.
The Messenger.
That's a good one.
And Katana Zero.
Yes. That's another good one. You could do that between now and July 26th.
Right?
Yes. Those
just
two of them.
Two?
The Messenger is a little longer.
Yeah.
But you can do Katana Zero.
Yeah.
You can do Katana Zero.
Dude, Katana Zero, amazing game. Devolver Digital, right?
Devolver Digital, yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And if you guys have not gotten it, we already spoken
highly of
this game. If you haven't gotten it, you ought to try. You know what the problem is? I'll tell you what the problem is. On the 360 era, all games that came out that were released for the 360 originally, they were, and I love
demos.
that Microsoft did this exactly, mandated demos. That was a great marketing way of selling those games.
Yeah.
You know, you could
because
try them
your game
a little bit.
Yeah, they're going to try your game before they buy, so you better have a good game.
Why don't we have that again? I guess publishing companies and they were very against it, because it felt like, well, we don't want people to be playing, either discover that our game is shitty.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Or we don't want to spend the time making it, because if we're going to spend time making a demo portion of it, we might as well just put more stuff on the game.
Yeah.
I don't know. The thing is, you guys should try. You guys should just go ahead and buy this game.
I agree.
Yeah.
100%.
Did this too.
A couple of small titles. I'm not going to go too much into the small titles. Believe it or not, I still have that. What is that one from the makers of Little Big Planet? It's the one that came out on the Vita, and then Papers, Please.
No.
Papers, Please.
I know which one you're talking about.
I can't remember.
Okay, Media Molecule, right?
Yeah, Media Molecule.
I'll tell you right now. I'll find it for you.
It was, yeah. So I have that one. I have Iconoclasts, which is a platformer game, which Tearaway.
That's the one. Is Tearaway.
Tearaway. Yep.
Yeah.
So I have that one also down. Do I have it down? I think it is down.
The game that you're looking for is Ragdoll Kung Fu.
Have you seen that?
Dude,
don't tell me you own it. Oh.
No. But I could have, because that was literally the first third-party game to be released on Steam.
Oh wow!
Can you imagine that? The first third-party game was Media Molecules Ragdoll Kung Fu. That's crazy.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
I mean, maybe not, but because the game was okay.
How much is no? That game was not so very hot. But I wonder now, how much is Ragdoll Kung Fu? Oh, they still have it, $9.99. There you go.
$10 too much.
You can buy. Released October 12th, 2005. $10 too much.
Yeah. So I think that's kind of my plan there. I don't think I can throw anything else in there. I'll probably try to fit. Well, you and I are definitely going to try to fit in some Blazing Chrome.
Yes, buddy.
Yeah.
I need to get that right now. I'm sorry. I meant I got that last night, and it was amazing. Yes. When we started the podcast recording.
Setting up expectations here. I love it.
So what other games? Well, this is another one that I own it, thanks to you. My friend Arnaldo.
Yes.
He actually gifted me My Friend Pedro.
Yes.
That game looks amazing. I didn't have it installed because I tagged it at work, and I know I want to get to it, but I don't want to interrupt. So I was like, after Judgment, I'll play this. And but yeah, that game looks crazy fun.
And yeah, I haven't purchased that one yet, but that definitely is on the list. I'll get it on the Switch because it's available on the Switch.
Very good reviews.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So My Friend Pedro is. I also want to. You know what? I'll close out with this last two because it's from here to December. You know, I can see at least myself trying to see if I can get into and finish up this two. Resident Evil 2 is a game that
you're not gonna do it.
I want to though.
You're not gonna do. Dude, that's game of the year material right there.
I know. I know. That's why I can't just leave it like that. You know, and it's another game where I don't feel like I have to like. All right, so Mr. X is probably gonna piss the hell out of me, but I know he's doable. He's handleable.
He is.
So
honestly, he is not as hard as he looks.
Yeah,
you just got to keep moving. Yeah. It's not really. It's all it is. And,
it's annoying,
and you get used to like maneuvering him. There's rooms he doesn't go into. Once you go in, he goes away. You know, little stupid shit like that.
And honestly, if it was on anything else, I probably would have just like you said, said, okay, forget it. I'm not gonna. But this port on PC was so masterfully done. It was a thing of beauty. It was like everybody that's doing ports for PC should look at Capcom to what Capcom did with this port because, dude, it runs perfect. It has all the settings. It runs at all the resolutions that you want that you care about. I don't think it does like the full, you know, super widescreen, but it doesn't matter. Everything else that it does it so perfect that it's like, yes, I want to support this. I want to support this 100%. And the other one is also a Capcom joint.
Oh, you're not gonna do this one either.
Also a game. No, this one I possibly it's not Monster Hunter.
Okay.
I know you were thinking I was gonna go for Monster Hunter, but let's be real. Hey, Monster Hunter is amazing. Do I say myself, spending time on it? Honestly, no. Especially with the limited time that I had. But I feel like this game was shown at E3. Everybody got super stoked about it because it looked amazing. Everybody was talking about it until it got released. Not because the game was bad. The game delivered on the amazement that it showed, but nobody gave a fuck. From Capcom.
Oh, you started it, yeah.
I'm talking about Devil May Cry 5, which I am shocked to hear people that were like, yes, Devil May Cry, oh my God, yes, this is the one, fuck DMC, this is the one I support. But they haven't touched it. They haven't played it. They haven't nothing.
You're one of them.
No, I played it. I've actually played
they haven't touched it at all.
They haven't touched it at all.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I was playing it.
I remember, yeah.
Having a lot of fun with it. I was like, yes, this gives me the Bayonetta vibe. And I love Bayonetta, let me tell you.
So I've heard.
Yes. Another game that you should be getting on the Switch now that you own it. A Switch. Yes. I'm telling you, you get two for the price of one. You get two games for the price of one. That's the value of it. Yes.
It's not on the backlog. So.
It's not on the backlog. Devil May Cry, excellent story. Excellent characters. The gameplay was awesome. The movement was very fluid. The graphics were amazing. So what happened? Like, I don't understand. Like, this is a game that, even though I'm close to the end, I believe I am because I put enough hours, and I think I am. Just because I stopped playing for such a long time, like I want to revisit the previous chapters again. Start maybe from even chapter 1 from the beginning, but with my character on the power level that he is already, like all the stuff, so that when I get to the end, again, I'll be like a power monster, like a powerhouse. I'll be able to like wreck fools.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And that will give me the ultimate power trip. What I like is feeling like a total badass. Yeah. I like feeling like a total badass on games. So yeah, this will deliver. So many people like crapped on the DMC, the emo DMC, people say, oh, they hated it, they cagged it, some unjustifiably, because some people did not even give it a try because, oh, that's just not my Dante. Well, this one's out, and it has the Dante that you like to play, And I'm not a fan of that particular Dante, but I'll tell you one thing. They did him very well over here, along with the cast of other playable characters you can play. Because you can play actually three different characters, including original Dante. So I want to go back to it. I want to beat that game before the end of the year. I actually want to play from the beginning and start over and beat it. Like I said, have this super powerful character, because that game is awesome, and the PC port was awesome. And the game runs awesome on consoles also. So, and for the haters, like, come on, guys, put your money where your mouth is, or put your mouth where your mouth is.
You didn't like DMC, yeah, it makes sense.
DMC,
yeah.
Get this one.
That's interesting. I wonder how it did sales wide.
I wonder too, because I'm a little concerned.
Because honestly, let's be real. A company that does well in sales, like Monster Hunter World, their best-selling game. Yeah. They were the first to mention, hey, these guys, this Broken Records, you know what I mean? Yeah. Resident Evil 2's doing amazing, You don't hear anything about it.
I did not hear anything about Devil May Cry 5. And if that's going to be the case, you're not
going to see another one. Yeah.
You're not going to see Devil May Cry 666, which is probably what they call it. I can see it because of marketing.
I can see that no one will buy it. Just saying. Let's doom ourselves a little more.
If you take the number 6 and you make it the shape of a giraffe.
Oh, Jesus.
And
Capcom's already done that.
Oh, that's right. Resident Evil 6. That's right, yeah.
The last one that I have is the Castlevania, not the more recent collection with like 6 of them. The one that came out was Castlevania Symphony of the Night and Bordello of Blood.
Ooh. Rondo of Blood.
Excuse me.
Yeah, Bordello of Blood
is a movie.
It's a movie.
Rondo of Blood.
It could very well be.
It could.
Maybe that's the name in Japan.
It's possible. I want to definitely. So I think the way I have it, maybe not all of them, maybe not a lot of those big ones, but yeah, Thronebreaker has to happen. That's gonna happen. Yeah. I do want to get the Castlevanias here, and definitely Ritual of the Night.
You know what the problem is with Castlevania Rondo of Blood?
It's harder.
No, not particularly. Is after you play Castlevania. After you play Super Castlevania, like that's it. That's all. That might as well be the perfect Castlevania, because I feel even Symphony of the Night was good, but for very different reasons. It kind of like reshaped what a Castlevania game was. But as far as the original Castlevania games, it should be. I mean, it begins and ends with Super Castlevania 4, which was amazing. That's one of my favorite, if not my favorite Castlevania, actually, of them all. But then you go from that amazing game to Symphony of the Night. And Symphony of the Night is amazing in its own way, like we mentioned. And then you go to Rondo of Blood, which feels like a huge step back to like Castlevania 3 levels of the controls. Like you don't have the 8 different degrees of freedom of the whip. It's just going back to you can just whip forward. The enemies and the whole thing, it doesn't have that magic. It's still a good game, don't get me wrong.
The collection that is an interesting collection, but it is a direct prequel, if I'm not mistaken. Prequel to Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
True, yeah.
So that's true. Probably why they were put together. So that would mean when I do it, I would be starting with Bordello and then going to Symphony.
You go backwards. I see.
So that's how I'd be doing it.
That's what was it? What is a man?
Oh my God!
Something of the pile of secrets.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Somebody actually, was it that they released the fixed version of that dialogue?
It did, yeah.
And this one, This one has it?
Yes, I think this has the fixed one, yeah.
Thank God. Although I feel like they should have given the option.
True, yeah. I would agree. I was like, because there's some nostalgia to it for a lot of people.
Little miserable pile of secrets.
Little miserable pile of secrets.
But obviously, the fixed version sounds a lot more sound. A lot more normal.
Yeah, the one thing Konami did right. All right, guys. That brings us to the end of an awesome episode, the real episode 168. As always, thanks so much for tuning in. Please go to goodgame.tech, join the conversation there, and like, subscribe, share the podcast with everyone, friends, family, and all your loved ones. This is Maddog signing off for this week.
That was beautiful.
Mr. Santos, take us home.
I just want to take a moment to recognize the third share. Those that share the third share and could not be with us. Whether because life choices have taken them in different routes. We had Doomsaying at some point. We have Shadow. We had Kaox.
Kaox is coming back, but yes.
Oh, he's coming back?
Yeah, he's coming back.
Then fuck this shit. Forget it. Never mind then.
He's just moved. He's just in a move.
He's getting closer.
Yes, exactly.
We're gonna have him on studio?
We're gonna have him here.
Yes!
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great. All right,
guys. We'll see you next week.
GG!